The moon traverses from Gemini to Virgo this week. The absence of direct aspects from the malefic planets Saturn and Mars, and the powerful benefic influence of Jupiter residing in Cancer, and Jupiter will retrograde on November 9th. For some, the week is filled with optimism and opportunity carried on the benevolent tides of the natural benefic Jupiter. For others, a deeper call is heard. They must draw upon their inner wisdom to navigate a surge of unexpected, even extraordinary events. With the moon transiting the seventh lunar mansion, ruled by Jupiter, and the day governed by the sun, the moon's approach to Jupiter creates an atmosphere of joy and profound hope. This is a day for attaining wisdom, satisfaction, and a pervasive sense of peace. For those in the Eastern Hemisphere, the day is particularly auspicious for gaining wealth, especially with Jupiter positioned in the beneficial second house of finances. Simultaneously, the Sun and Venus in the fifth house, that is a potent placement for power and creation house, and are highly favorable for artists, creative talents, and leaders. Yet, remember the steady hand of Saturn in the 10th house. It always demands diligent effort, promising significant, earned returns. The moon's placement in Gemini, boosted by the nature of Mercury and the seventh lunar mansion, virtually guarantees success. Today, the moon moves into the eighth lunar mansion, ruled by Saturn, and is governed by the moon. As the moon formally enters Cancer, sharing the sign with Jupiter, the luck and prosperity associated with this powerful conjunction become even more pronounced. The influence of the eighth lunar mansion makes this time ideal for engaging in all manner of favorable, lighthearted activities, especially gatherings and celebrations. However, with Saturn in the 9th house and the Sun in the 4th house, a particular caution emerges. You may need to address domestic concerns or navigate strained relationships with superiors at work. Overall, the day's energy is positive, but the specific planetary distribution, along with the influence of the eighth lunar mansion, suggests this is not an ideal day for marriage ceremonies. The moon enters the 9th lunar mansion, ruled by Mercury, with Mars as the day lord. The flow of Jupiter's benevolent energy continues. Mercury and Mars are positioned together in the 5th house and are fast approaching a near exact alignment, a state known in Vedic astrology as planetary war, in tropical astrology as close conjunction. Caution is key on the day before the exact war. Friends in the Western Hemisphere, be especially mindful, as this convergence of energy peaks during your most active daytime hours. Exercise caution in driving and communication. Paradoxically, under Jupiter's auspicious influence, this is a suitable day for serious undertakings, making it a good time for religious events or the inauguration of important, formal projects. Day Lord Mercury's energy is prominent today. The moon moves into the 10th lunar mansion, ruled by Ketu, with the moon now residing in the same sign as Ketu. This placement makes Ketu's expression particularly vital, since this is the sign of Leo, which is ruled by the sun, and is minor influenced by Saturn. The day becomes excellent for engaging with government officials or authoritative figures and for honoring ancestors. Pursuing knowledge related to archaeology may also bring unexpected insights and benefits. Creative expression, such as performance and art, will see a powerful burst of inspiration. Crucially, like Tuesday, the distance between Mars and Mercury is less than 1 degree, signifying the planetary war. Today, extra prudence is necessary regarding speech, arguments, and transportation. The moon moves into the 11th lunar mansion, ruled by Venus, with Jupiter as the day lord. The intense influence of the Mars-Mercury dynamic ends, ushering in a time of calm and deliberate rest. While Jupiter is in the moon's 12th house and Venus is in the moon's 3rd house, positions not typically favored for benefics, This is an ideal day if you choose to relax and unwind. Enjoy a delightful date with a loved one or friend, or simply take time for yourself, perhaps by listening to an album that brings you complete tranquility. Financial matters should look positive today, with both income and expenditures yielding satisfactory results. A word of caution: do not rush to launch new ventures. The 11th lunar mansion teaches us to rest. After a period of intense struggle or conflict, leaping prematurely into the next goal often leads to missteps. Enjoy the respite. The moon enters the 12th lunar mansion, ruled by the sun, with Venus as the day lord. With the sun and Venus residing in Libra, and their proximity to Mercury and Mars, a new subtle pressure may begin to emerge for some. The sun's influence shifts the energy from a relaxed state to one of readiness for action, a time of adjustment. You may find yourself caught in an inner struggle to relax or to act. Take your time. There is sufficient space today for contemplation. As the moon gradually wanes, this diminishing light can bring about a feeling of inner, mental suppression. This feeling is not externally caused, so this period requires an effort to overcome your own mind and truly understand your inner landscape. If you attempt meditation today, you may find it more challenging than usual, but you are encouraged to persevere and move past this unease. The moon enters the 13th lunar mansion, ruled by the moon, with Saturn as the day lord. With Saturn positioned in the moon's 7th house, this is a highly polarized day. For some, it will be unexpectedly smooth, leading to remarkable achievements. For others, a series of difficulties and obstacles may arise, particularly in domestic and relational spheres. This turbulence is more likely to impact friends in the Eastern Hemisphere, especially during the morning hours. Friends in Europe may experience difficulty sleeping during the pre-dawn hours of Saturday. The 13th lunar mansion is associated with wit, activity, and comedy. Today, however, you must learn to govern this tendency toward excessive exuberance. If you are prepared, you can easily meet any discomfort. Face any serious event today with an optimistic outlook, or if engaged in lighthearted activities, keep a firm hold on your mental focus to avoid becoming complacent.